Hi, I'm Scott Jacobs, partner and wealth advisor at WRP Wealth. One of the most common questions we hear from successful executives and investors is about large positions in one stock and how to think about managing them thoughtfully. Whether that position comes from years of employment, a business sale, early stage investing, the challenge is the same: how to diversify and manage risk without triggering unnecessary taxes or losing control of your strategy. Before we talk strategy, I like to start with a few grounding questions. These are the questions I've seen make the biggest difference. First, was this concentration intentional, or did it happen over time? Many people never consciously choose to have 60, 70, or 90% of their wealth in one stock. It's just accumulated and grew faster than everything else. Realizing that helps you look at it more objectively. Second, how do you think about taxes in relation to risk? For some people, avoiding taxes feels like the top priority. For others, reducing risk matters more. There's no universal right answer, but you want clarity on which one matters most before markets move, not after. Third, and this one's a big one, which would bother you more? Selling some stock and watching it go up without you, or holding it, not diversifying, and watching it drop while you remain fully exposed? That question gets to the emotional core of concentrated positions, because staying concentrated isn't neutral, it's a decision all by itself. And finally, I like to flip the perspective. If you are hiring an advisor, handing them 2, 5, 10 million in cash, and they said, let's put everything into the single company stock, would you take that advice? Most people laugh, but often that's exactly what you're doing by staying concentrated. Once you've thought through that framework, then it makes sense to evaluate tools that may help you manage concentration risk in a thoughtful way. Let's walk through two that investors often consider. Exchange funds. Exchange fund allows investors with highly appreciated stock to contribute shares into a pooled fund that other investors are doing the same. In return, you receive ownership in a diversified basket of stocks rather than a single company. The key ideas here are that you generally are deferring capital gains, not eliminating them. You're trading single stock risk for broader diversification. There's typically a multi-year lockup period before you can redeem. Every exchange fund is different, so it's important to understand things like liquidity, fund composition, leverage, costs, and how withdrawals are treated. For the right investor, exchange funds can help reduce concentration risk while maintaining tax efficiency, but they're not a perfect substitute for full diversification or immediate liquidity. Charitable Remainder Trusts. Another strategy some investors explore is a Charitable Remainder Trust, or CRT. This is generally best suited for people who are already charitably inclined. Here's the basic idea. You transfer appreciated stock into a trust. The trust can sell the stock without generally triggering immediate capital gains. You receive an income stream from the trust for a set period or for life. At the end, a percentage of what's left, at least 10%, goes to charity or donor advised fund. Potential benefits include deferring capital gains tax on sale instead of the trust, creating a diversified portfolio instead of holding one stock, generating a lifetime or term-based income stream, supporting causes that matter to you. The income amount, tax treatment, and deduction depends on factors like trust design, age, interest rate assumptions, and IRS rules. So it requires careful planning with qualified professionals. The bottom line is each of these tools can play a role in managing concentrated stock, but none of them work in isolation. They're most effective when used part of a coordinated, multidisciplinary plan that includes investment strategy, tax planning, estate design, and philanthropy. The right choice depends on your goals, whether it's liquidity, diversification, income, or legacy. If you'd like to explore how these structures might fit into your broader financial picture, our team can walk you through the options and help coordinate with your other advisors so everything works together more intentionally.